Hello, good day. Today we're going to use a Halloween inspired, it's Villains Tarot deck. It's Disney. So it's very cute. I'll show you some of the cards. Okay. Let's do will he reach out to me and when? Pick your card. Think about your person, imagine your last conversation. Okay. He is feeling very heartbroken. So are you. It's like destiny. It almost feels like destiny is putting all these obstacles in your way, and it's so hard for you two to be together. That's the overall energy. So let me see who you are. You. Okay, so in this situation, it looks like you cut things off. You were the one that said, I've had enough. This is not what I want. I want stability. I would like to have a connection, but I don't want to be fearful of constantly losing you. I want us to be together and to connect, and I want us to like come together in a way. Like I want there to be two of us. Two of us is what you're saying. So if this resonates, let's see who he is. Okay, so he's also quick to cut things off. Wow, you have a lot of very sharp energy, but he's more like, you know, it's as if he did something and now as a consequence he doesn't want to face the repercussions. Like he did something wrong and he's aware of it. But it's almost he wants to like completely ignore it and he doesn't want to deal with it, so he feels like it's easier to just not deal with it. Just be like in this space. Where he doesn't have to make any kind of decisions. He doesn't have to transform. He can just, well, honestly, right now he's very hurt, so he's not even thinking about it. You both are. You both are very, very hurt. Yeah. Okay, so let's look if this resonated. Let's look at what does he want to tell you right now. That he loves you. That he definitely still has feelings and he knows and is aware that you still love him too. So that connection that you feel is definitely there, and it's definitely there on both ends. And this is not over. This situation is not over. This relationship. He feels like he wants to tell you that the world crashed, that everything that he was putting effort into, everything that he was working on, all of a sudden seems so far. It's like he was trying to walk towards something and then it was destroyed, and it's now so far away. He's saying that he's saying that he basically understands the destructiveness that he has caused. He thinks that there's still a chance for you two. He thinks that there is a future. There's going to be an opportunity for you to reconnect, for you two to be together. It may take a little time. It may take some time. It's not something that will happen instantly, but he needs time to come back with that opportunity and make it. And once he comes back, he will want it quick, but it may take a little longer than you are expecting or waiting for. He sees you as someone that he admires, finds you beautiful. He knows that you have a very strong personality and that you can, that you have standards, you have boundaries, that you basically are not going to put up with a lot of things, and you're going to end it if he doesn't change. He understands, oh wow, like there are so many swords. And everything happened so quick. There are so many swords. There are so many swords in here. I want to say that it's definitely a very sharp situation. It's a situation where both of you feel very hurt, misunderstood. Like, is there even a way out? Is there is there a time where we would be able to come to a good place? Everything is just so off right now, and there's a lot of energy of pain, like pain and like wanting to end it, and is this over, you know, a lot of pain. That is like leading up to it's like building that pain and that anxiety and that worry, and this heart is just building in both of you. He understands that he's gonna have to come and do better. He's gonna have to offer you something that you will feel less guarded. So basically, he won't be able to just do whatever he wants. He understands the kind of woman that you want, the kind of relationship that you want. He understands that you deserve great things, and a man who would be, you know, fit for such a woman like you. And the way he sees you is definitely someone who is worth it, someone who is valuable. And he does see that there's still going to be a way. So is he planning, let's ask, is he planning on reaching out? Oh yes, I mean, we got the Two of Cups. Yes, he plans, and he plans to text you most likely, because I see like an exchange back and forth. I mean, it could be a conversation as well, but like a phone call, but most likely it's going to be a text. He definitely plans to reach out, and he's going to tell you about his love. Yes, he will come and tell you about how he feels, about how you guys are good together, and how you are. Okay, so he's gonna come and say that, you know, together you're what he wants. He has feelings for you. He loves you. That's what this is what he wants to tell you. And he wants to transform your relationship. He wants to give you more. He wants you to give him, like, he wants to transform your relationship, and he wants to end something. And that something is this state where you both are arguing and are in pain. He wants to end that. There's going to be something that he will come up with, like maybe a way what he can do, but it will be a little bit later, like I said, than expected. And you know, it's definitely going to be not easy, but there is a way. He is concerned about you not doing like your end, because he doesn't want you to cut him off completely. He's concerned about the decision that you're going to make, and like if you're really going to choose that. So he's going to tread lightly when he's going to be offering you those things and telling you. So depending on how you react, that's how the conversation will flow, because he thinks that there is a way for you to work it out, but like he also understands that he needs to approach you in a certain way. Otherwise you're not going to accept it, and it's going to be the end of your relationship. even though that's not what he wants, and he understands that you have options. So, okay, let's see how you should. Advice for you. There's definitely a connection, and there's definitely some hurt in here. Okay, before we look at advice for you, which will be the last, let's see when will he reach out. Okay, almost forgot. Okay, most likely it will be at night, and it will be within the next 10 days. It will most likely be whenever, like, you'll have a light on, so it's not going to be daylight. Alright, now advice for you. Okay, so advice for you would to don't make any rash decisions, and don't focus on other people outside of you two. Remember who you are. Remember what you want, and the kind of relationship you want. Go after what you want. Embrace your feelings. Embrace, like, understand and remember, not even remember, but understand why you feel the way that you feel. But focus on yourself, and through yourself, your relationship. I am getting a feeling that you may be involving other people, or there are other people involved. So I think you're trying to find answers outside of yourself, and they are here. I think that you are trying to comfort yourself because you obviously got a little confused and you're not sure what to do. The answer is you two and what you want. Explore your feelings. Explore exactly, like, the transformation, what you've learned. What have you learned about yourself? What can you learn? When he reaches out, definitely respond. Give him hope and a way to climb that tower. Give him a little piece for him to be able to make it up to you, if you obviously want to be together. you shouldn't reach out first. Yeah. He will. He will. It's unclear as to how and when. It could be in a very unpredictable way, but he will reach out. I mean, we saw earlier, so yeah, we saw earlier that he will reach out, and it will be within the next 10 days, most likely at night. So that is your advice. All right. We have number 2. Okay. Here, we have more so of an energy like you're thinking about what it is that you have to do, what how to interpret a situation, and we have a man. We have a man that is very loving, but he's also very smooth and unreliable. You are very reliable. Okay, I see like a road, so I'm trying to understand like where this is coming from, because that's okay. I think here we met for work, on a vacation trip, work trip. I think here we have someone, like the both of you, that is confused and also feels a lot towards each other. But there's some distance, and that distance could be like geographical. Or you just live far away. Do you live far away? Okay, yeah, so there's some kind of distance between you two. You could live in different states. You could live so you're confused about his feelings. It's like you want to protect yourself, and he wants to protect himself. Your overall energy is like, I'm trying to protect myself, trying to make sure that I don't hurt myself. But then there's like distance and different obstacles perhaps that are not letting you have it easy. Okay, if this resonated, let's look at you. Okay, so you are like ready to be done. You're ready to be done. You're ready to have the situation play out one way or another. You're very defensive. You're very protective of yourself and your feelings in your life. You want certainty, and you want to understand. You want to understand. You want clarity. There we go. Perfect. I found the word. Sometimes I don't find words, but you want clarity. So who is he? Okay, and he's someone who's very passionate. He's very decisive. He's very ambitious. He's very charismatic. He's very attentive. Attentive. Yeah, you want to be out of this hanged, unpredictable situation. You want things to transform. You want action. You want to enter a place where you know what you want, because I think that you're so confused that you don't know what you want. You don't know which decision to make because he's confusing you. But you both are protecting yourselves. Why are you protecting yourselves? Why? Because you don't want things to play out and for you to end up in a situation that would be something that you don't want. And you also want to make sure that you're wanted and needed. You want to make sure that you really are wanted. I think both of you here are unsure whether you really are invested in each other. So like both sides feel insecure. And because you're trying to protect yourself, you're not giving that security to the other person, and you're both doing that. So whatever you're putting in, it's like brewing and not resolving. And I think that the female here, you are ready to have some form of a decision. You want him to decide, you want him to show, and you're like pushing towards that at this point. He wants the pain to go away. Like he wants to not feel drama. He doesn't want all these emotions and turmoil. He wants more steady, a more steady partnership with you who can get your clarity. But in a new way, where this conversation and, you know, where you guys can come together and decide how you can make it work in a new way. Embracing each other. But I think that he kind of wants you to show him that he's wanted, that he's important, that he's amazing, that he is everything you want, wise, just this man of your dreams. I think he wants confirmation. He kind of wants you to take control in a way. We started this spread with both of you feeling very protective. And I think that what he's trying to say, like, okay, we're both protective, but this is your world. Like, it's up to you, kind of. Like, that's what he's trying to say. All right, now let's see if he's going to reach out. Yes, he's going to reach out. He's actually working on it. Like, he is trying to plot and see how he can do that. It's like he's observing to act, and he is unsure. He doesn't want you to react and cut the connection. He doesn't want you to be disappointed. He doesn't want to end things. He wants to do things in a smart way. He wants to approach you in a way that'll make you feel comfortable. But yes, he will reach out. And the reason why he didn't already is because he feels like the situation was so hurtful, like so edgy, that he just couldn't. When I say edgy and hurtful, meaning you both could have had an argument, you both could have been confused, and he just felt like it wasn't the right time. Yeah, like he didn't want to reach out at a time when he would most likely receive something negative. He wants to even, like, within himself feel more calmer. Maybe get over something, like maybe something happened and he needs to get over it. And once he gets over it, then he will. Okay, let's see when. Let's see when he will reach out. Okay. He will reach out at a very unpredictable time, most likely within the next 9 days. And it will be at a time that's very, very, it's like it won't be expected. It won't be expected. Like, you won't expect it at either that time, that day. It will be, maybe you won't be thinking about him. Like, maybe you will be thinking about him the whole week, and then the day you stop and you will be like, oh, he's not going to. Like, that's when he will reach out. See advice for you. If he reaches out, which we know he will, should you respond and how. Yes, but in a very stable way. It's up to you. It's up to you if it's hard for you, painful for you. Okay, but yes, if you are going to respond, if you choose to, have your actions equal his. However he starts it, carry it in this with the same energy. Calmly, empowered. At the same time, to the point, communicate. Don't be passive aggressive. Express what you feel and all the little nuances of how, like your timeline, if that made sense. Should you reach out first? Yeah, you can. Absolutely. If you feel like reaching out first, you most definitely can. Do what empowers you. He may be like a little more standoffish, but it's talking about doing what you feel, and embracing like those, your needs and wants. He does want it. He does want you to reach out, but he may just not be as appreciative if you were to do that rather than wait for him. But you definitely can. Definitely can reach out and see if you can communicate something. I think maybe it's also like what and how you will, like if you were to reach out. Focus on the good. Focus on what you've had, on the fullness of your connection. Exchange, like the fullness of your vulnerabilities, the fullness of your fears. That you want to work on things, and the emotional aspect, and then your exchange, the words that you were saying. Address like the things that you don't like. Talk about your feelings. Okay. Number 3. Okay, here I'm getting a male energy who has caused an argument. Yeah, he caused an argument. There's some form of disagreement that you came, and it became very hard to stay in that relationship, that connection. And keep it. It became hard to keep it. You feel like it has become very heavy, very difficult to balance this relationship, to give and receive equally. To feel empowered, to feel like you're heading equally at the same pace. You're someone who needs to really have stability and consistency. Consistency is very important to you. You don't like abrupt. You don't like people who are very abrupt. They cut things off, or they do some things that seem irrational to you, or very all of a sudden, like very unexpected. How they express their love, how they express their emotions, how they communicate their hurt, how they communicate their love, how they communicate in general. You definitely value consistency. You need someone to be there and show up for you. Give you attention, give you that validity, give you reassurance, give you consistency. He feels emotionally disappointed. He feels emotionally drained. He feels like he feels a lot of pain. He feels like this woman that I love wants me to take a route I haven't before. And he feels a lot of emotions towards you. But I think he's a very unpredictable. Like he's very active. He's very active. He's very impulsive. He's maybe creative, like artsy, or in a different way creative. Could be like business creative. If any of this resonated, let's see if he will reach out. He wants to. Yes. Yes. He misses you. He wants to. He will reach out. Okay. He feels very drawn to you. And when I say drawn, it's almost like you have a hold on him. You know, I think that whenever you think of him, whenever he remembers you, whenever he sees you, like the image of you in his head or maybe a photo, he really feels like he wants you. He will most definitely reach out. He'll do it in a very traditional way. So, you know, however traditionally he has done it, most likely that's how he's going to do it. Okay, now let's see when. When will he reach out? Okay, so this should be within the next 3 days. While he or you are at work, working on something, yeah. You should elaborately explain to him things you liked and things you didn't like. Things you do like and things you don't like. Things that will work for you and things that don't work for you. Should you respond? I have both scenarios. Like if we're asking, should you respond? showing me like take a pause. Maybe don't respond right away. Like, take your time responding. Take your time responding. Do it slowly, thoroughly, thoughtfully, traditionally. Like, approach it very wholesomely. So take your time. Take your time responding. Now, let's see if you should reach out first, just in case you want to. It's saying to take your time. The choice is ultimately yours, but it's more so saying like wait for the man. We're talking about traditional. It's like they want you to the advice you're getting is to act traditionally, properly. What is accustomed to be the traditional way, the old-fashioned way, proper way. So you can feel it out, but most likely you just have to wait and let the man pursue you. Don't feel bad about your disappointment. Don't feel bad about your emotions. Don't let them lead you on a path that is not meant for you and that takes you to a different road, to a different place that you need to be, and it will take you longer to get back. Take your time. Take time to yourself. Explore that. Yeah. Right. Thank you. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and comment which option you picked. I would definitely appreciate that, and see you next time.